Yes, while we're waiting, Larry, perhaps you'd like to say a little about the players at this table?
Okay. Although I'd like to, let's digest this Trump shift for a moment and see where we're going with it. Because we have new information. Then after we've analyzed this Trump shift, Roland, let's, indeed discuss the players. So what do we think about this spade shift? Mexdorf knew if he gave his partner a rough that there'd really be no more chance for the defense. Like from Mexdorf's point of view, if Rodwell has two little trumps, he would trump the heart, and that would be the end of it for the defense. So maybe this low spade play is a brilliant play by Mexdorf. What if Kohler guesses wrong now? Let's say he puts in the jack, Rodwell wins the queen, and they clear the trumps. Now we're back to, well, Kohler could then make it with a diamond finesse to get rid of his other club. Does that sound right?
Yeah. He can. He can play any spade, actually, as it happens.
Well, if he plays a low spade, which is possible, he's missing the ace, queen, and 10. If he plays a low spade and Rodwell wins the 10, that postpones, then he'll have a trump guess later on. If he later leads low to the jack, he can actually lose 3 trump tricks.
Yes, but he would be on the same guess if Mexdorf had given Rodwell a rough.
Well, the king's certainly going to solve his problem. Now he'll trump a club and play a spade, and beautifully done by Lev and Kohler. This is just a really good job to earn the swing, getting to a vulnerable game with 18 points. Kind of a taste of Mexdorf and Rodwell's own medicine. And now he will take another heart finesse and claim 620. I will describe the players as soon as we get a break. There'll be a new board on the table in a minute. This was a very exciting deal.
Very much so.
Yes, as we expected. So 620. And 10 imps to Mahaffey.
Okay, well, here you would expect a part score deal with the points relatively balanced, 21 and 19. Even these aggressive boys probably can't bid a game on either the north-south or east-west cards. That's a 14 to 16 1-no trump by Rodwell. Mexdorf will transfer to spades, and I see nobody disturbing that, so contract will be 2 spades by West. Now, on opening lead against part scores, you tend to be passive, so I would not lead away from my king. I'm happy, in spite of David Bird and his recent findings and writings, I am happy to lead aggressively from kings against games and slams, but not against part scores. So with Lev's hand, I would probably lead a minor suit here. This auction certainly doesn't call for a trump lead, so I would just lead a minor.
Same auction at the other table, and Bobby Levin led a low club.
Well, certainly a club would set up a club trick right away for the defense. The defense certainly has 2 spade tricks, 2 heart tricks, and the ace of diamonds. So a club lead automatically would set it. We could see it was down 1 at the other table. On this diamond lead, declarer might have a chance because he can throw clubs on diamonds. In fact, I think this lead lets it make, doesn't it?
I think you're right, yes.
Yeah, the declarer will play two high trumps and then run diamonds throwing losers, assuming he can read it. His other choice is to play for 3-3 spades. So after, let's say the defense wins this and shifts to clubs, declarer will have to guess, I think, whether to play ace-king and a spade or whether to try 3 rounds of diamonds. Notice the opening lead of the 6 of diamonds. As a bridge teacher, one of the most common questions I get is, what should you lead from 3 small cards? And of course the choices are mud, which Lev seems to have led, middle, up, down, or top of nothing, the 7, or low, to show that you have 3 or more of them. And there's no right answer. You would get votes for all 3 of them. Do you two have a vote?
I have a vote because I lead 3rd and 5th. So I have to lead the 5, Larry.
Yes, I lead low from 3 small. Hope that partner can work out the rest of it, but I found that that count is important.
That is what most experts do. On this deal, however, it would give Rodwell the count, and he would know to try to cash, probably be able to read to cash 3 rounds of diamonds if he can read it, instead of ace, king, and a spade. It's an interesting play by Kohler. He knows his partner doesn't have much. He knows from the 1-no trump opening his partner has at most 3 or 4 or 5 points. The 9 of diamonds could be disastrous on certain layouts. So Rodwell's trying to decide whether to just play 3 rounds of spades or play another diamond, and it's a little complicated. While he's doing that, I would guess most of our listeners know more about Meckstroth and Rodwell, who we can talk about. So let me start with Lev and Kohler. Does that sound good? So North, Sam Lev. Karen, I see your red line. Did you want to say something?
Not really. I was going to say that that's a good idea because they're less familiar to the spectators.
Okay, so Sam Lev of Israeli descent has been probably, I guess, mid-60s now. Very feisty guy, short guy with a beard. He can be charming at times. He can be difficult at times. A lot of people have a love-hate relationship with him. He's can be charming. I've been his teammate. At times, he can be tough on his partner. He's been around the block. He's won some championships. He's never had a real long-term regular partnership with anyone. That comes with being sometimes a difficult partner. So he's played many boards with many different players. He's played before with Gary Kohler. So that takes care of Lev. And let's get back to the play. Rodwell is he's judged well to continue diamonds.
Yeah, let me just add regarding Sam Lev that he hails from Poland originally, and then he moved to Israel.
I believe he speaks Hebrew, Yiddish, Polish, and English at least. Is that what you?
Yeah, and Romanian actually.
Romanian, really, that's of interest.
Well, he was married to a Romanian. Same with Migri to a Campanile, also from Romania originally, via Israel to USA.
So now Rodwell will presumably take the king of spades, and then a spade to the ace, and then play diamonds, throwing clubs.
And in this case, that will work, with the hand holding 4 spades having a third diamond.
Well, his alternative would be ace, king, and another spade, which would work if spades are 3-3 and the defense can't cash too many club tricks. So I know we're looking at the winning solution, but does he know for sure? Can he tell diamonds are 3-3? Well, it sure looks like he's going the diamond route. So this will be a 5-imp swing, or 5-imp swing to the Nickell team. All basically because of the opening lead, whether you lead from 3 little or 3 to the 10, which is quite random as far as I'm concerned. Leading from the 3 to the 10 was what won the swing for the Nickell team. Well, they seem to be dealing a lot of 5-5 in the major hands. That's 3 out of 4 so far. This time West has it. It's been moving around the table. East had it, South had it, now West is 5-5 in the majors. So I think no matter what Kohler does here, Rodwell will bid a lawful 4 of hearts with his 5-card trump support and some shape. When my partner overcalls one of a major and I have 5-card support and a weak hand, I don't always blindly raise to 4, as some people think I do. I need a little shape. I don't do it with 5-3-3-2 garbage, but here Rodwell has the required shape to just bid 4 hearts. So does 5 clubs make north-south because they can throw a loser, a diamond loser on the king of spades, whereas 5 diamonds wouldn't make?
Well, South is going to be happy to play in clubs. Question is how many?
Yes, he might raise to 6, which is not a bad spot. 6 clubs is certainly has play, not with the club loser and the ace of spades. It might even be 6 clubs doubled. So a bit unlucky for Kohler and Lev. This is a reasonable slam to bid. But
the only flaw about 6 clubs is that it doesn't make.
Oh, true, and they didn't have room to ask for key cards. If they had, they would have known they're off 2 key cards for clubs.
Even so, it's not a bad slam because one of the key cards they're off is the king of trumps, missing only 2 of them. Although on this auction, I have to admit, it is a good chance it is the actual layout, but how can anyone know that? But, 6 clubs just needs a little racing luck, and it's reasonable to bid it.
The only thing I think Mexstrop can be thinking about is whether to double this.
Yeah, he's not thinking of sacrificing. Well, the reason to double would be if, like, for example, you can set it 2 tricks and the other table's in 5 clubs down 1, and they're in 6 clubs doubled down 2. That's a nice pickup for the double.
So this is a rather quick one down. In the meantime, I'm asked about David Bird's books on leads, the titles, and the titles are Winning No Trump Leads and Winning Suit Leads.
So while we have a minute, well, I guess we won't have a minute as this deal's about to end. I'm sure Bextroth was delighted to see the ace of spades hold and no ace of clubs in the dummy. He just knew in a second that he was setting this